Hello everyone. So today we are going to start another chapter of our book Footprints Without Feet. The name of the lesson is The Making of a Scientist. So I hope every one of you know who a scientist is. Okay. A scientist is a person who makes researches, okay, invents new things or discovers or develops a theory. Okay, so here the scientist about whom we are going to talk is Richard Abright. You can see here Richard Abright. So he is the scientist about whom we are going to talk, or about whom this chapter is given. Okay, so let us first of all discover. We are also going to discover something. Let us first of all discover that what this scientist has done. So Richard Abright has received the Searle Scholar Award and the Skirring Plough Award for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. Okay, so biochemistry and molecular biology. For these two fields, he has received few awards. It was his first, or we can say it was his fascination for butterflies that opened the world of science to him. Means everything started with what? Butterflies. So you can see that just a butterfly. So he started doing something on the butterflies, and ultimately he ended to become a scientist. So Richard Everett is still alive, my dear guys. So he lives somewhere in either in New Jersey or New York in US actually. So let us not waste any time in discussing the ridiculous things. Let us come directly to the point. Start the chapter. So we have to find out few questions. First of all, how did a book become a turning point in Richard Everett's life? So other than butterfly, what is the next thing that is important here in the lesson? A book. So here some other book is there. I don't know which book. So we have to read and we have to find out which book. How did his mother help him? Okay, so another person in his life. We have already seen two things. Okay, and the third one is his mother. So his mother helped him in becoming a scientist. So let's continue what happens and how it happens. At the age of 22, a farmer scout of the year excited the scientific world with a new theory on how cells work. Okay, so he wrote a theory on the topic how cells work. Okay, what was his topic? How cells work. So he talks about cells. Okay, you know very well that cell, what is cell? Okay, so inside, so cell is a part, it's biological term. Okay, so let's continue. Scout. Scout means a member of a young society. Okay, Scout is basically a voluntarily society that works for the welfare of the people. It has members from all around the world, like India. In India also we are having Scout. Okay, Scout guide we call it. So basically, guide is the better term. Okay, so you will become a guide. So he was a 22-year-old scout. Okay, and we are going to talk about the magazine. Okay, so first time. Okay, Richard H. Abright and his college roommate explained the theory in an article in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. Okay, so they wrote down all whatever they had discovered, and they wrote down it in an article in a magazine. Okay, the name of the magazine is Proceedings of the uh, National Academy of Science. So actually, he along with one of his friends has worked on the working or the mechanism of cells. Okay, how cells develop. Okay, and then how cells cause the properties from one we can say living organism to another living organism. So let us see. It was the first time this important scientific journal had ever published the work of college students. See, this is another thing that is important. First time ever. Before this, it had never happened. Never that this magazine, okay, has ever this scientific journal has ever given any award to a young student. No. only scientists, and that also the important and the uh, what we can say good scientists were given the awards. But here a young boy is given. It's a kind of achievement for him. In sports, that would be like making the big leagues at the age of 15 and hitting a home run your first time at a bat. So now here the writer compares his achievement along with the achievement of a 15-year-old boy in sports. Okay, like it is very important for a 15-year-old boy making a home run. Okay, so home run is basically a run that we scores in the game of baseball. You know very well. Okay, baseball. Some people call it American cricket. So he says that the happiness or the achievement, like for a boy, for a player, for a sportsman at the age of 15 would be big enough to hit a run. In the same way, this was a big achievement for me, okay, to get my article be published in this journal. For Richard Everett, it was the first in a long string of achievements in science and other fields, and it all started with butterflies. So, what Richard Everett's story did not end over here. Okay, after this, he made many other achievements also. Okay, this was the beginning of his achievements, and all these achievements started with what? Started with butterflies. Okay, so somewhere butterflies are very important, as I told you previously also. Okay, butterflies, book, and mother. Okay, two objects and one person, very important to Everett. Okay, one more person is there that will read and will find out. An only child. Okay, that means he was the alone single child, okay, of his family. Everett grew up north of Reading. Reading is basically a place in Pennsylvania. So in Pennsylvania, near the Reading, okay, he grew up. Okay, there wasn't much I could do there, he said. I certainly couldn't play football or baseball with a team of one, but there was one thing I could do: collect things. So it was basically a small village, and he could not find many friends to play with them. Moreover, he also did not have much interest in playing the baseball, football, or something like that. So what he did, he started collecting things. Okay, he started making collections. And which things? Let us read. So he did. And did he ever? Beginning in kindergarten, Everett collected butterflies with the same determination that has marked all his activities. He also collected rocks, fossils, and coins. So he started making collections. Okay, sometime he was collecting coins, sometime he was collecting fossils, sometime he was collecting rocks. Okay, and most importantly, he was doing the collection of butterflies. Okay, he became an eager astronomer too, sometimes stars gazing all night. So since the beginning only, he had zeal to do something different. Okay, and he was moving correct on that path. Fine. Is this much clear to all of you? So let us go ahead. Okay. For your doubts, for your queries, you can write in the comment box. You can ask me on my WhatsApp number. Okay. So moving to the next. Oh, so this is the next page. From the first, he had a driving curiosity along with a bright mind. Driving curiosity. Driving curiosity means interest to learn new things. Okay. So from the first, when he was in the first standard, since then only, he had great interest in learning new things, discovering new information. Okay, and that also with bright mind. It was not like that with a dull mind, or like he was just discovering. He was creating great what to say. He was keeping great interest in everything. He also had a mother who encouraged his interest in learning. Okay, see, this line tells us that his mother was very important to him for his learning also. She took him on trips, brought him telescopes, microscopes, cameras, mounting materials, and other equipments, helped him in many other ways. Okay, so it was his mother who always rose his interest, okay, in learning. She never stopped him. Okay, she never said him that don't do this, don't do that. Moreover, she just encouraged him, okay, you're doing it, do it in this way. It is correct. I was his only companion until he started school, his mother said. Okay, that means he did not have many friends. His mother was the only friend. After that, I would bring home friends for him. But at night, we just did things together. Richie was my whole life after his father died when Richie was in third grade. So his father passed away when he was in grade 3. Okay. And after that, he and his mother lived like great companions. Okay. She would spend as much time possible as with him. Okay. She would bring friends for him. That was very interesting thing. Okay. She and her son spent almost every evening at the dining room table. If he did not have things to do, I found work for him. Not physical work, but learning things, his mother said. He liked it. He wanted to learn. So it was, see, now from these two paragraphs, we can actually understand from these 3 paragraphs, I must say, we can actually understand that his mother played a great role in his learning. He would never have become a scientist if his mother would not have been over there. Okay. So we can understand it very, very well. His mother had a great and we can say imparted role in his life. And learn he did. Okay. He earned top grades in school on every day. Things he was just like every other kid, his mother said. By the time he was in the second grade, Everett had collected all 25 species of butterflies found around his hometown. See, and the names are given here in this box. Okay, here in this box, the box given downside, you can find names of various types of butterflies like white and haystacks, cadin haystacks, bronze copper, bog copper, purplish copper, eastern-tailed blue, militia blue, silvery blue. Okay, so these all are known as gossamer wing butterflies. Then comes snout butterflies. Then come wood nymph and satyrs, eyed brown, wood nymph. Okay, monarchs. Okay, we can also call them milkweeds. Whites or sulfurs in that Olympia, cloudless sulfur, European cabbage, brush-footed butterflies, in which we have got variegated verticilla, Harris check spots, pearl crescent, morning clock, painted lady, buckeye, viceroy, white admiral, red spotted purple, and hackberry. So all these butterflies he could easily, he not easily we must say, he all these 25 species of butterflies he found, okay, and he made a collection, great collection of it. That probably would have been the end of my butterfly collecting, he said. But then my mother got me a children's book. See, again, the mother is there. Okay, very, very important character. But then my mother got me a children's book called The Travels of Monarch 10. Okay, so in that he finds that I think that is the book about monarch butterflies. Okay, and he got that book, and that book which told how monarch butterflies migrate to Central America opened the world of science to the eager young collector. Okay, so definitely when he started reading about the monarch butterfly out of this book, so the interest would have been risen. Okay, and the and obviously gradually then he would have started making more learnings out of it. So let us move to the next page, see what happens next. At the end of the book, readers were invited to help study butterfly migrations. Okay, that's very good, very interesting book. I think the writer must be a very intelligent man. They were asked to take butterflies for research by Dr. Frederick A. Urquhart of the University of Toronto, Canada. Everett's mother wrote to Dr. Urquhart, and soon Everett was attaching light adhesive tags to the wings of monarchs. Anyone who found a tagged butterfly was asked to send the tag to Dr. Urquhart. Oh God! So see this man, Dr. Urquhart. What an interesting character he is. What did you know? Okay, I'll explain this paragraph. This paragraph is a little bit tricky. So what exactly happened in that book? At the end, it was mentioned that if you want, you can help us in making our research, doing our work on the, or we are actually studying on migration of the butterflies. So if you want, you can help us. Okay, so then his mother wrote down to Dr. Urquhart and she asked that, sir, how can I be or how can my son be a part of your studies of butterfly migrations? Then Dr. Urquhart would have suggested her, sorry, that he means the child should take the butterflies, put a tag, okay, and release the butterflies to fly away, okay. Along with on the tag, it should be written, okay, along with the tag, it should be written that anyone who finds this butterfly, okay, should send the tag to Dr. Urquhart. So what will happen in this way? Like you are releasing a butterfly from one city, okay, like you are releasing it from suppose Indore, okay, and that butterfly is found to some person in Ujjain, okay, Devas or any nearby town, okay. So that person, what he can do, he can take the he can remove the tag and can send that tag to Dr. Urquhart, and this Dr. Urquhart will find out that okay, this started from this particular place and ended to this place, okay. So this much travel, this much journey, this much migration this butterfly particularly has made. So ultimately, Dr. Urquhart was not making a research on the butterfly. He was making a research on the migration of butterfly. So to understand that migration, only the movement was required. Okay. So this is how I must say that our young boy, okay, right, started his first research. Okay, with the help of Dr. Urquhart, or I can say administration with the Dr. Urquhart. Fine, fine. I think this paragraph is clear to all of you now. So I'm moving ahead to the next paragraph. The butterfly collecting season around Reading lasts 6 weeks in late summer. Okay, Reading is his village. Okay, so in his village or the place where he lived. Sorry, this butterfly. This means the season for the butterfly was 6 weeks. Okay, 6 weeks. I think it is 1.5 months. If you are going to chase them one by one, you won't catch very many. So the next step for Everett was to raise a flock of butterflies. He would catch a female butterfly monarch, take her eggs, and raise them in his basement through their life cycle, from egg to caterpillar to pupa to adult butterfly. Then he would take the butterflies' wings to let them go. For several years, his basement was home to thousands of butterflies, or we can say thousands of monarchs in different stages of development. So what the boy had got his job. He understood what exactly he has to do. So what he did, he started having the collections. So first of all, when he found that it was difficult to collect many butterflies, as the season was very short, so he started raising them. He started raising the butterflies. Okay, so how did he do this? He just took some butterflies, okay, let them give these eggs, and then those eggs were converted. He checked, he observed every process, okay, how the egg was converting into the caterpillar, then to pupa, and then how an adult butterfly was born. And when an adult butterfly was born, what he would do, he would just tag it and release it to fly away. What a marvelous job the boy was doing. Here another chart is there. It's a graph in which you can see, okay, see number and kinds of butterflies collected in 6 weeks. So these are the weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Numbers collected. These are numbers. Okay, in 6 weeks, how many butterflies he collected back. Okay, let us go to the next paragraph. Eventually, I began to lose interest in tagging butterflies. It is tedious. Tedious means fragile. Okay, delicate, and there is not much feedback. Okay, so you could not get much feedback. That means the people did not bother. Who would catch a butterfly, remove a tag, and send it to somebody else? Okay, and that is also without any interest. Okay, the one who doesn't have interest, why would he do that? So he did not get a good feedback of this. So then what happened? Then what did he say? In all the time I did it, he laughed. Only two butterflies I tagged were recaptured, and they were not more than 75 miles from where I lived. So he was waiting for the butterflies to migrate to one country, migrate to one country from another country. But he could not succeed. So what, my dear? Success is not like that it comes by its own. Okay. So fine, today we will end up here only. The rest part of our lesson will start in the next next lesson. Okay, next lecture. Fine. So the two questions which we started in the beginning, I think that you got the answers of those two questions. Here four questions are there, so we'll start with these four questions in the next class. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.